Maya Angelou was recently honored by having her image placed on the new quarter coin in the United States. This honor was made possible by Congresswoman Barbara Lee, who championed the idea with a bill inviting the American public to recommend names of iconic women to be so honored. The other chosen women are Dr. Sally Ride, the first female astronaut, and Wilma Mankiller, the first female principal of the Cherokee Nation. Maya Angelou came to me very late in life. I grew up in London, and so US literature was not our primary supply line. The slave trade was not a topic we learnt about. We knew about the civil rights movement, but that seemed like an isolated phase in history as opposed to a natural social response to fundamental injustice and long-term institutional discrimination, hate, and impoverishment. For that matter, in the 1980s, we didn't learn much about the British Empire. Well, not beyond the successes, the wonders it brought to the uncivilized world, and how the sun never set upon the lands belonging to the British monarch. In high school, though, my English teacher introduced a week of special learning with a man who was a member of a civil rights organization in London. He talked about many of these topics, and I remember some of his sessions more than I remember any of the other ones, though he didn't introduce me to Maya Angelou. I came across Maya Angelou completely randomly while searching for poetry written by women. I felt then, as I do now, that my consumption of literature written by men by far outweighs the amount written by women, and so I wanted to address this imbalance. And so I found Ms. Angelou, and how happy I am to have done so. I am nowhere near through the vast amount of poetry and literature she penned, and in many ways that pleases me, as I know there remains so much to discover. Every chosen word of hers that I have read, in combination with their fellow words, combine to project vivid pictures, feelings, and strong emotions. How I would have loved to listen to her in person, just to glean some crumbs of her wisdom. What follows is a short poem called Still I Rise. I cannot do the words justice. They ring like a summons, though, a demand, an accusation. But beyond that, they tell me of her inner strength. Maya Angelou was undefeatable. There was no strike from which she could not stand back up. She presents herself as mystery, as beauty, as sexy. She is confident. She is challenge. She's a diva to be pursued, loved, and respected. She must have been amazing in real life. She was unrivaled, but perhaps not unique. She was representative, after all, of so many similar women, many still alive today, who also deserve to be considered in these ways, to be loved and respected and appreciated. Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust I'll rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Did you want to see me broken? Bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries. Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard, 'cause I laugh like I've got gold mines digging in my own backyard. You may shoot me with your words. You may cut me with your eyes. You may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I'll rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain I rise. I'm a black ocean, leaping and wide, welling and swelling I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave, I am the dream and the hope of the slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Two, 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 and a mic. Two, and a mic. Two, 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 two.